Good evening. Money is not the only answer, but it makes a difference, once said by Barack Obama. Welcome to BMC News Live, presented by Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers English News. Myself, Shana Sultana, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines.
His Majesty King Hamad issues royal decree to end National Assembly's term. Bahrain ensures self-sufficiency and food security. Dubai Airport runway closure causes changes in operations. Kuwait campaigns against illegal billboards. Tunisia finds 24 more bodies of migrants after boat sank in April.
Today's news in detail. The current National Assembly's 4-year term ends on Monday. His Majesty King Hamad today issued a royal decree ending the 4th session of the 5th legislative term of Shura Council and Parliament starting Tuesday. Bahrain is committed to ensuring food security and self-sufficiency in various agricultural, animal and fish products. The Minister of Works, Municipalities Affairs and Urban Planning, Engineer Essam bin Abdullah Khalaf, made the assurance as he visited the General Poultry Company. Engineer Khalaf reviewed the company's expansion project to increase the production capacity of table eggs and the strategic food stock of the kingdom. The expansion project will contribute to increasing the kingdom's production of table eggs from 83 million in 2020 to 120 million this year. In a world achievement, Bahrain has led the largest number of deep foundations for a housing project. The Housing Ministry claimed yesterday that the development in Salma Town will see the construction of 16 residential towers featuring 1,382 apartments and 7 to 19 floors with an area of 3,600 square meters per floor. Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers, Bahrain's COVID update.
COVID updates brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers.
Pre-registration for the summer semester at Bahrain University begins today and runs until May 11th. Courses are set to begin on June 21st. It has been announced. The Egyptian government has welcomed a cabinet decision to add Egypt to the countries listed as partners for the air-sea freight services in Bahrain, said Egyptian Ambassador Yasser Shaban. The decision is a major step following the generous directives of His Majesty King Hamad and Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi to strengthen bilateral relations binding the two countries in all fields, notably trade and economic cooperation, he told our sister paper. Bahrain's ambassador to Rome, Dr. Nasser Mahmoud Al-Balushi, yesterday held a virtual meeting with Italian Foreign Ministry Under Secretary Manlio Di Stefano. The two sides reviewed cooperation and ways of boosting relations by following up the implementation of the signed agreements and memorandum of understanding. Work on the main sewage pipeline in the Hidd industrial area is on track as 30% of the project is already complete. The project, which serves residential block 115, is expected to be completed in 2023, said the Works, Municipalities Affairs and Urban Planning Ministry. Now we shall go for a short commercial break.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahla. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
Welcome back. The International Conference and Exhibition for Education ICEE 2022, organized by the Ministry of Education, will kick off Sunday and will continue until May 11th at the Riyadh International Convention and Exhibition Center. The meet, themed Education in Times of Crisis, Opportunities and Challenges, will discuss opportunities available to develop education in the kingdom and the incentives to invest in this sector, as well as suggest solutions that contribute to overcoming crisis and challenges facing education, enhancing the efficiency of its institutions, and improving its outcomes per international standards and indicators. They will talk about educational policies in light of crisis, how to deal with the challenges of epidemics to ensure the sustainability of the educational process. In addition to that, the requirements for developing this infrastructure for online education via the internet or educational channels, as well as discussing aspects of education at all levels. Delivery service provider Deliveroo, which faced trouble after its riders refused to work recently over alleged pay cuts, has promised to offer them a fair deal. The company went on to accept that there had been some misunderstanding in communication and that it had the best interest of its riders at heart. The company went on to accept that there had been some misunderstanding in communication and that it had the best internet of its riders at heart. Meanwhile, Deliveroo riders have expressed their happiness at the move. The Indian consulate in Dubai on Wednesday posted a note on its Twitter page citing information from Air India Express reminding passengers that their flights will move to alternate airports over the next 2 months. The northern runway at Dubai International Airport DXB will be closed due to extensive upgradation work from May 9th to June 2022. More than 1,000 flights per week will be diverted to both Dubai World Center and Sharjah airports, it has been announced. Municipal authorities in Kuwait have embarked on a campaign against illegally placed billboards displaying greetings on the advent of the Eid al-Fitr festival. Unsightly boards on roads displaying greetings have illogically increased. This is an uncivilized advertising way that the municipality is trying to expose and remove daily. The boards block streets and eclipse guidance signs in a manner disappointing many road users. The municipality has received several complaints about such unofficial greetings boards. The World Health Organization says the rates of people who are obese and overweight in Europe have hit epidemic proportions, with nearly 60% of adults and a third of children in one of these categories. In a report issued on Tuesday, the UN Health Agency's European office said that the prevalence of obesity among adults is higher across the continent than any other world region, except for the Americas, the Associated Press reported. WHO said being overweight or obese is among the leading causes of death in the region and is responsible for more than 1 million deaths every year, it has been announced. Tunisia's Coast Guard had retrieved 24 more bodies of migrants who had been among about 120 people on boats that sank off the Tunisian coast at the end of April, a judicial official told Reuters on Wednesday. The confirmed death toll has now reached 67 from last month's sinking of 4 boats as they tried to cross the Mediterranean to Italy. More than 50 people are still missing, it has been revealed. Beijing returned to work on Thursday after a 5-day Labor Day holidays, with China's capital on high COVID-19 alert as it tries to eradicate an outbreak it has managed to limit the dozens of new cases a day for about 2 weeks of COVID-19. Authorities in Beijing are determined to avoid the fate of China's commercial hub of Shanghai, where most of its 25 million people have endured more than a month of increasingly frustrating confinement to their residential compounds. The capital's streets were slightly less busy than on a normal working day, as authorities have encouraged people to work from home, and the closure of scores of bus routes and more than 10% of subway stations as part of COVID-19 precautions has complicated communicating. Transport officials have also asked ride-hailing platforms to reduce activity in some parts of the city. Still, many subway trains looked crowded and office districts were busy. Many people took to bicycles to get around. Under a host of new curbs in recent days, Beijing residents hoping to take the subway or bus have to have a negative COVID-19 test result, but it appeared that few checks were being made. With this, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Club English at 7:30 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off by Shana Sultana. Good night.